Whitesands School is a day school for boys. It is the first of its kind in Nigeria, being a family-oriented school with a unique educational philosophy based on an integral, all-round and personalized formation of the individual aimed at a harmonious development of the person in accord with Christian principles and fully recognizing the role of parents as the primary educators of their children. The school provides quality education with ordinary means. Our educational model fosters personal effort and study by each student, helping each to do his work as well as possible and using such work as a means of personal improvement, both spiritual and human, and as a means of rendering service to society.
One factor that makes this school different is that it has a unique educational philosophy which focuses on three pillars: integral education, personalized attention, and parental involvement.
Our educational style is open to the diversity of pedagogical methods and techniques so long as they cohere with the educational philosophy of the school. The school follows the Nigerian National Curriculum for Secondary Education, which is widened to accommodate the Cambridge IGCSE and the SAT of the United States. To educate a person is to attend to the totality of the human being, his physical and intellectual development, as well as the will and capacity to love God and others.
As part of integral formation, we believe we should provide the highest achievable quality in our instruction. We look for the best teachers. We put together the best facilities we could master.
Whitesands designs its day-to-day activities with a focus on the highest quality and employs best practices and resources, not as a simple juxtaposition of different aspects, but as a harmonious action that respects the singularity of each person.
The school's facilities are deliberately designed and chosen to provide a conducive atmosphere for serious academic work and for the acquisition of virtues necessary for good Christian living.
Academic pursuit, viewed as a proper grounding in one's future professional career, is integrated harmoniously with cultural, human, technical, and spiritual enrichment in each student. This brings about emphasis given in science, arts, social studies, and other areas.
All activities in the school are based on the belief that formation should not be academics, although academics is important. The magnificent outcomes in the last few examinations, especially the external examinations, proved very crucial in vindicating our all-round approach to education.
I like Whitesands School because of the football pitch. You should see it, it's really good.
I like the school because of the academics.
I like the school because of the building.
I like the school because of the excellent food.
We uphold the Christian understanding of the human being, a free and intelligent person, created by God in His image and likeness, redeemed by Christ, and called to a transcendental end. We want to help form out of the students persons who are free while at the same time conscious of their responsibility to develop their talents to the fullest. Men who are sincere, loyal, cheerful, optimistic, generous, with a spirit of service within the family and in society, principled persons with a capacity for lifelong commitment, responsible persons who take initiative in their personal lives with a zeal to conquer and the capacity to sustain their struggle, persons with the sensitivity to appreciate order and beauty.
To achieve our mission, we institutionalized the advisory system, where each family is assigned an advisor, a staff of the school who takes a closer look at the academic, behavioral, spiritual, and human development of each of these advisors.
The advisor is a coach, a mentor, an older brother, a friend. He sees his advisees, that is those who he advises, at least once every fortnight, and more often when necessary.
More than just mere teaching and acquisition of knowledge, we understand education as a set of actions that helps the student to formulate his own outlook to life and also strengthens his will in such a way that he is able to carry through his vision.
Teachers in Whitesands School teach, they know what they teach, and most of all, I think they care.
We are dealing with persons, not just additional items of statistics. As a person, each student has human rights. Moreover, he has dignity in the eyes of God. This brings about a totally different concept of education. It's not just child-centered, individualized, but rather personalized, with emphasis on the person.
We believe that human personality is rooted in the deepest layers of human existence and identified with the fundamental options and other decisions of the will. This implies the free cultivation of the intellect, and in view of this belief, the school provides an atmosphere where freedom and responsibility are practiced at a very early stage.
Through education and freedom, we encourage each one to think and develop personal criteria to discover values and internalize them in one's life as basis of firm convictions.
The will is fortified through the development of human virtues which facilitate personal maturity, responsibility, and greater capacity for hard work.
When we prepare our lesson plans, we also include the values we have to transmit to the students.
Parents are the primary educators of their children, especially on matters of virtue and character building. It is true that virtues could be taught in the classroom as one more subject in the curriculum. However, it is quite another matter to acquire and live the virtues.
Character building is achieved through words, example and repeated practice by the people your child respects. The job of character building is the parent's job. It cannot be outsourced to the school, however good and committed the teacher may be.
The role of the family, they need to attend to the child's upbringing. The fact that we are dealing with children who are in the formative years of their lives, these are very serious reasons why Whitesands is not a boarding school.
It is from the parents that children learn lifelong values, even before they enter the four walls of a classroom. However great the influence of the school may be, it can never attain the depth, extension, or continuity provided by the family environment.
The family is therefore the proper ambit for the development of the person. It is within the family that the child acquires the fundamental principles and attitudes for his sensorial, linguistic, moral, intellectual, and physical development. If all the students of a given class are taught the same things in, say, English, maths, and science, why is it that that particular child, together with a handful of others, wants to remain recalcitrant? Meanwhile, why is it that the rest of the class continues to follow rules and face their studies diligently? In my view, the differentiating factor is the home environment.
Whitesands designed its operations to be a day school because we believe that parents should see their children every day, especially during the formative years of their life. We believe that there should be a constant flow of communication between the family and the school.
It is when the school and the family share the same educational values that the child stands a chance of receiving quality education that is consistent, coherent, and that leads to full personal development.
It is noteworthy that parents are directly or indirectly responsible for all aspects of the child's education. The school plays a complementary, albeit very important, role. The meeting of advisors with parents is a special forum for the joint effort in respect of the students' education.
Well, the staff here see themselves as co-educators of the children. The way and manner in which they carry out the work, knowing that the children are watching and seeing every action of theirs, makes them aware of this need to help foster these development goals in the children, and hoping that the parents themselves would find this example for their children worthwhile.
The school offers training programs to support parents in their task of education, family orientation courses, family seminars and conferences. Appropriate reading materials are also regularly made available to all parents. Whitesands School is the first project of Ikota Educational Foundation, a not-for-profit educational trust registered under Nigerian laws.
Not-for-profit doesn't mean that we are for loss. It just means that whatever surplus that the school generates is plowed back to the mother foundation for other developments.
The educational model Whitesands operates is one which has been proven effective over the last 6 decades in similar parent-promoted schools all over the world. These schools focus on the Christian concept of man, the need for integral education, and uphold the role of parents as primary educators.
Our attempts in educating in social virtues and ways of relating with others, such as understanding, respect, friendship, affability, companionship, generosity, collaboration, compassion, solidarity, justice, and other human virtues, occupies an important place in our educational philosophy. We seek ways to make our students sensitive and attentive to the needs of the others.
In Whitesands, there is an ongoing process of teaching students to work well and to appreciate work well done, such that schoolwork is seen not as a painful obligation, but as a preparation for future life. Work is a means of education when priority is given to the person and not just to the objective result of that work.
Alongside high academic achievement, the school also pays attention to the students' effort to work well, that is, to put the available talents and resources into play in the work, regardless of the outcome.
It is precisely through work that ordinary men seek their sanctification. This is the message of the founder of Opus Dei, the personal prelature in the Catholic Church. It is to Opus Dei that the spiritual formation at Whitesands School is entrusted.
The Opus Dei prelature provides a spiritual attention to all students, parents, and staff who wish to receive it.
It is from St. Jose Maria's inspiration that Whitesands School was founded. We have schools like this all over the world.
Since the task of educating demands competence, maturity, emotional balance, enthusiasm, and interest in the improvement of one's formation, Whitesands as an institution pays special attention to the continuous formation and training of its staff.
I find it fascinating to see myself in workshops every year since I joined Whitesands. And most of all, it has changed my outlook in life for the better.
Whitesands School aims at awakening in the student an interest for the natural physical environment, which will be translated into responsible and coherent behavior. This is done through classroom and laboratory activities, as well as outings and camps in natural environments.
We have drama for the students.
I play basketball. I'm the captain of the basketball team. I acted in the last school drama at Asahiru as Asahiru.
I'm the outgoing senior prefect. I once played in the football team. I believe that Whitesands School is a very good school, and the all-round formation is very good for people like me and for others who wish to get a quality education.
Sporting activities are crucial for a growing boy. It is through such activities that we could transmit the acquisition of virtues of discipline and hard work.
I play basketball for the school, and I also represented the school in the maths competition.
Many students attend music lessons. I think guitar playing, which I learned at Whitesands, have really changed my outlook to life. I find it a good way to relax in between reading, assignments, and more.
Whitesands School promotes self-learning through personal, independent work and through work as a team among students. These are habits that could be very beneficial for the rest of their life.
I think I enjoyed my 6 years of stay at Whitesands. I learned many good habits from Whitesands, which I think makes me who I am today. We had a lot of fun, we studied a lot, and we played a lot of football. I really had a good time.
Parents have to realize that they have one chance, only one, to raise their children right. They have the first 16 to 18 years, the formative years of the child, to prepare the child for his future happiness. This is a very brief flash of time. We cannot slacken our concern. Too much is at stake.